The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, that tingly feeling in your pants is just the realization that listening to this show is like cheating on your wife.
That man chuckling in the background is the last standing Samoan, Nick Utam.
I guess I'm happy I'm not married then. That's all I can say.
I feel like your wife would understand. And finally, press F for the respect of Kendo Slice, who's not here tonight. So, folks, it's the 5th of July, and we're here to break the fourth wall. Actually, it's not the 5th of July. It's the 2nd of July, and we're not going to be live or be able to be reached for the next couple days, so we wanted to make sure that World Class Bullshitters didn't skip an episode, didn't miss a beat. So if you're a new patron, we want to say thank you, and we'll read every patron on air next week. And if you want to know who Listener of the Week is, we'll give it to Cecil, because fuck it, why not?
You the real MVP, Cecil.
I know, we love you. Cecil is Dick in comics. So I'd ask you guys how your week's been, but I should say, how was your Monday? Because I talked to you right less than a couple of days ago. We did the Goonies. We did all kinds of stuff. But folks, don't click off of this thinking it's just some bullshit episode where we read fan fiction. No, we have a whole episode in store for you tonight. Not very Star Wars centric, but that's a good thing. So let's start with the news. So guys, we got actually a pretty jam-packed news segment. So first off, Dion, let's start off with something fun for you, because this might be your Christmas gift.
Oh, shit.
New James T. Kirk bourbon lets you drink like the captain of the Enterprise.
What?
Oh, my God. Now, after I drink this, are there any random green bitches that are going to walk in the room and slob my intergalactic knob?
That is up for you to make happen. This bourbon is a straight bourbon whiskey, James T. Kirk Signature Edition, and it's released by the Silver Screen Bottling Company. This small batch bourbon celebrates the life and style of James T. Kirk and will launch a series of Star Trek branded beverages.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna get Romulan ale at some point.
Possibly. What was that, a Cardassian Sunrise or whatever they drink on that fucking show?
Yeah.
It says, a serious bourbon selected from choice barrels from Kentucky, Tennessee, and Indiana. I'm sorry. And Indiana is like the way you end a sentence. That's state. Anyway, age ranging from 4 to 12 years. Each small batch release of James T. Kirk bourbon exhibits a depth and richness seen only in the finest. I'm sorry, but Star Trek branded booze screams, "We're desperate for attention."
Yeah, a little bit.
well, I mean, maybe if they put out some more goddamn movies and stop fucking around, then no, they wouldn't have to. But I'm not going to complain because this makes the little Star Trek guy in me just jizz in my shorts.
Yeah, but I mean, that TV show is so fucking amazing that that they're gonna keep going with it.
Is it for Discovery, or is it just
it's William?
Is it just Captain Kirk?
It's William Shatner. It's straight up all about William Shatner, Captain Kirk. It's not Chris Pine or any of that other shit. There's also, oh my God, you can get James T. Kirk flasks, lighters, T-shirts. This is like a real website. Holy shit.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh my God, dude.
I will. For those that are listening, it's jameskirkbourbon.com. Go boldly, drink responsibly.
No, fuck you.
That's the line.
Came out with that slogan.
That is the fucking line. Let's see how much this shit runs. Because, reserve yours now. Limited quantities available.
Ooh, so you're talking $100 easy.
Maybe Dion's worth it. Are you worth it, Dion?
I like to think so. I gotta ask for days, and I'm a bullshitter, so I'm at least $50 of that worth.
Fair enough. Folks, let us know in the comments section if you think Dion is worth it. But I just wanted to bring that up because I thought that was a really weird branding decision, especially with Star Trek Discovery stinking up the internet airwaves. Let's take it back to something fun.
Well, I mean, I want to drink a bottle and crash into Canto Bites.
Yeah. You crossed over into the wrong galaxy. You're so drunk.
Hey man, that's what happens when you drink and drive a goddamn starship. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm drunk. All right.
You slingshotted around the sun drunk. That's impressive.
I slingshotted so hard I want to do a goddamn new universe.
Did he go back in time and make the TV show better?
No, that I can't do. That is against my prime directive, sir.
Ooh.
God damn it, Jim. You're a time traveler, not a Samoan who eats turkey legs and is a better episode giver than Dustin.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
The older I get, the more I appreciate that show.
You have to, man, because it's one of those. It's like the Batman show from the '60s. Like it's not good, but it's entertaining as fuck, though. You know,
Captain Kirk is so cool. Like they got a McFarlane series of figures coming out. I'm gonna pick them up for Kirk and Spock and McCoy. Okay, I'll get the whole crew of the Enterprise, but not the Next Generation shit. Dion, you're the one that likes Next Generation, right?
I do. I don't like the original, and Kirk's my favorite captain, but I fucking love the Next Generation. Even though Picard gets his dick pushed in like every other episode.
That's true. I grew up on the Next Generation, man.
I did too.
That was my first sci-fi experience, was watching that show.
Hell yeah, man.
I loved it, and then I was just like, oh, my mom told me about other stuff and Star Wars, and that started my whole my whole nerd thing. So
yeah, man, the Borg are still the scariest sci-fi villains in my book.
Oh God,
isn't it weird how Disney mirrors the Borg?
Dude, fuck yeah!
Holy shit, you're right. Fuck.
Exactly. Especially now after Fox, it's just like, you will make our franchises better. Resistance is a fucking Mickey Mouse, and ain't shit you can do about it.
Maybe I'll work on a video next week about that.
That would be fun. That'd be fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll all get together for that one. Then we could, because you guys are more well versed in the Borg than I am. I've just seen the cliffhanger where Picard becomes a Borg.
Yeah.
I love how Dion's like, shit, I forgot something was still on.
No, I went to turn off the fucking PlayStation, and I thought I usually mute the TV. Goddamn rookie mistake. I'm over here looking like Duck Duck.
You and your goddamn dancing cheeseburger.
It's still hilarious.
You know, it's weird. Like, I all of a sudden have the urge to come visit. It's just, I'm glad we're doing the show now, because I was thinking, man, I wish we had something to do in Michigan. Like, I had some reason to come up and get annihilated for, 4 days. But we'll just have to wait till SummerSlam.
All right.
I know.
If you say so.
Believe me, I wish I was like there right now. Be like, you know what, Dion? Quit your job. I won the lottery. Let's just spend the rest of our days bullshitting on air.
That I could dig.
Well, before we move over from Star Trek, one sad piece of news. Harlan Ellison died. You guys know the name?
Yeah.
Why does it sound familiar?
He was a very prolific sci-fi writer and comic book writer. He worked on shows like Tales from the Dark Side, The Outer Limits, The Twilight Zone, Alfred Hitchcock Hour, as well as the original Star Trek.
Shit.
He died in his sleep on the 28th of June. So rest in peace, Harlan Ellison.
Well, at least he didn't go out, by cancer or something, so.
Yeah, he's so prolific, but,
yeah, I mean,
everyone does die. I'm not trying to act like, oh, he was so young. No, he was 84 years old.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, he's 84. I mean, that's fine.
Well, see you on the other side, Harlan Ellison. So, Nick, I have something special to tell you.
Oh, God.
No, you'll be happy. There's a trailer for the Monster Squad documentary titled "The Wolfman's Got Nards."
Oh shit. I watched the one about Fright Night, and I fucking love that. I'm gonna buy that one here in a couple of days because it was so good, and I love the movie so much. But no, that just makes man, that's fucking awesome. I can't wait for that shit. I'm sure Shudder will grab it and put it on their thing as an exclusive or whatever.
I love Shudder. I think they're did you see that list of all the new horror movies they're getting for this month?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
they're like, well, here's the thing is like, they're owned by AMC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're like I know like the really dedicated horror fans have just been paying them money for the last like couple of years, being like, here, take the money, accumulate your income, like let's buy some cool shit. And they've been getting some cool stuff. They have a couple of their own shows happening, real small stuff, kind of low key things. But they get a lot of like good obscure like horror movies, and every now and again they'll get some first time ones. Do you have Shudder?
Through you.
Okay, yeah. Well, whenever you get a chance, watch a movie called Mayhem because it's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna have to have you resend me the login because my old computer
that's fine,
was wiped. But yeah, I'm excited for this documentary, and I'm excited for more Shudder content. You know, what'd be weird or would have been cool is if Adam Green's show, was it Holliston or whatever, would have been there instead of what?
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, oh god, don't get me started on that shit. It's I mean, I really did like the show, and you know, I was a big fan of Adam Green, and then like he did a live thing a couple of years ago where people are always clamoring for the show, and he was doing comic books and stuff to kind of keep people like, you know, to kind of keep them, you know, involved in the story and everything, keep the story going. And then he gets on a live stream and says, you know, oh, it takes this much money to you know, to get everybody together and do a show, but my fans aren't gonna give that to me. Can't get them to. It's like, motherfucker, you didn't even try. You just like totally threw the fans under the bus and said, oh yeah, they're not gonna give it to me. It's like, now we're not.
Yes,
But it says you've done an Indiegogo or like a crowdfund thing. Yeah, we may have fucking done it. Now we're not. So he's gone down a couple rungs in my book. So yeah. Plus, he's not really doing much. He did like, I haven't seen the new Victor Crowley movie, and from what I hear, it's shit.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Yeah, I mean, one was good and fun. It was awesome, and 2 and 3 were just like, what were you doing? And he kept trying to, I don't know, he kept putting in the same joke or something like that, and it didn't work out. And it was just like, I don't know. He got a little taste of success and it went to his head.
Which is sad because he made that movie Frozen, which I thought was excellent. Even though I hated the musical numbers, it was still a great movie.
Yeah.
Are you being serious? Is that /sarcasm, sir?
He actually did make a movie called Frozen, and it's about people that get stuck on a chairlift in the mountains overnight. It's awesome. I don't want to spoil it for you, Dion. Like, for real, you got to watch it. The twist will. Well, it's not really a twist, but the ending will throw you off. It's pretty damn good. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Yeah, that was good. Spiral was good that he did. He helped produce one. Another one as well is pretty good, but like, I don't know, he hasn't really done shit lately. And the last one I really remember liking, I think, was Chillerama that he did. So, but yeah, I don't know, he's not doing shit anymore. He's just doing his little like internet shows and his podcasts and his blogs and shit, and I just don't care anymore.
He's jerking off to Danielle Harris.
Apparently they're both the same age and shit like that. I don't know, but probably. I mean, you know,
She's cute, but I don't really get the hubbub around her. Like, there was that weird online movement. By the way, folks, I swear we're not going to talk about horror for much longer. There was that weird online movement about they want her in the new Halloween movie that comes out in October.
No, I mean, that's cool if she was. If she isn't done, I mean, even she said, like, you know, she would like to be, but she's not going to be hurt if she's not.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. You know, just like. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't at all, but I mean, just have her even as a side character, even a cameo, she just wanted to be in there. But I mean, she's doing fine. She's getting roles here and there. She's got like 2 kids now, and you know, she's happy. So, and I've met her in person a couple of times. She is like short as fuck. She's like 1/3 of you, Jeff, or 1/4 of you. Like, it's like she's tiny.
Oh, perfect.
But she is super, super nice. She's amazing to talk to. I remember I had her sign one of her like crazy rare, like a movie that she thought nobody watch. I had her sign that, and she was real surprised that, you know, I brought it to her and everything. She's like, "Oh man, I love this movie. It was so good and everything." I'm like, "Yeah, it was awesome. You were great in it." Yeah, she was cool as hell.
So Dion and Nick, what are your thoughts on the movie Unbreakable?
I love it. I think it's. There was a point where everybody loved it, and they kind of forgot about it because M. Night Shyamalan forgot how to make fucking good films. But no, I think it's as we've come into 2018. I think it's very underrated. I like it kind of made not a joke, but it was a different viewing of the whole superhero genre before it got really fucking big, and it's really fun to watch. Plus, it's like not prime Bruce Willis. It's just after the prime Bruce Willis where the hair's leaving, and fucking, you know, it's Samuel Jackson with that fucked up working the cotton fields haircut. I just fucking like that.
You're right.
Limping around,
you're fucking right.
Crazy ass haircut. Then you got, like, in my opinion, one of the most terrifying random bad guys in a long time ago. Dude that just walked into somebody's house and tortured their mom to death, and he just happens to show up and save them. Like, that shit, that scene's what? It's only like 10 minutes from him walking in the house and getting thrown over into the fucking pool when you realize that water's his weakness. Like that whole sequence is just every time I see that, my heart stops fucking thumping. Shit, I gotta get that shit on Blu-ray. Thank you. You reminded me I gotta get that shit on Blu-ray.
Well, there's a reason I reminded you, because the poster for Glass was released today.
Really?
Yeah, it says
I didn't even hear about. I knew that they were gonna do it, but I didn't know that it was released. Holy shit!
It comes out on January 18th.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the majority of the movie shot in Ohio?
I don't really follow.
I thought it was like Indiana. I knew it was like
yeah. I thought it was up north for sure. But no, man, I fucking loved Unbreakable, and like everybody has kind of forgotten about it, and it kind of pisses me off. It's like that is one of his like his. I think the movie's fucking better than
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
It's like Sixth Sense I like, but it's like Unbreakable was deep, and also it was a good lesson in minimalist filmmaking, because there's no like crazy effects, there's no crazy bullshit. It's like it's just a really, really fucking good story, and a very like It's a very like visually interesting thing. And then every now and again they'll do flashbacks to Samuel L. Jackson as a kid and his mom and everything and things like that. But I mean, there's really, it's not effects heavy or anything like that, and they tell a wonderful story, and it's just extremely compelling, and it's so good.
Well, I'm personally pumped for this movie because I got to see Unbreakable as a kid in theaters, and it was the first. No, I saw Sixth Sense first, but for me, the Sixth Sense is a one-time viewing, so I'm not gonna.
Do you remember the trailer for Unbreakable by any chance? Anybody remember the trailer?
No.
Fuck yeah!
How tense it was when it started. It had like that heart pumping music, and it's like.
He's on the train and shit.
No. It's just a voice, and like slowly camera moves. It's like, sir, there's like he's like, where am I? He's like, you're in a hospital. It's like, you're one of two survivors from a train accident, about to be the last one because the man next to you is dying. Do you remember where you are, or what your name is? And like they go through this whole thing. It's basically saying that like he's the lone survivor of this giant giant train crash, and has survived with like. And then the doctor's like, sir, we can't even tell you were in the train crash because you have no scars, no bumps, no nothing. You just blacked out. And they're basically saying like, he survived this this accident with like no cuts, no bruises, and he's fine. Like it was just like, it was a very ominous trailer, and it was fucking terrifying and amazing at the same time. It was just great.
I don't remember that one. I just remember where it's him sitting on the train, and then it does the blackout, and then he wakes up in the fucking. Which the way you described it, you kind of made me a little wet over there. But
look it up, man. Like it was a tense fucking trailer. Even as a kid, I was like, I need to watch this.
I just remember the ending when he's like, hey, he's like, I realize that I am a hero, and he's gonna go out and help people, and he fucking goes to Glass's apartment or whatever, and he's walking and talking with him, and he sees all the bomb making shit in his apartment.
Yeah.
I remember just being like, I thought they were going to start fighting or something. I was just like, what the fuck? What is happening right now? And he's just he's running out like, hey, they call me Mr. Glass. And I just remember being like, what the fuck? And then of course the next movie is the fucking The Village or whatever, and it's just kind of like, what happened here?
Yeah, like The Village happened, and like I was like, what? This is
I don't like that movie at all.
I like the way that it's surprising at the end. I don't like the actual ending though, where it's like, oh, it's just the fucking mental kid was running around and he fell in a hole, and oh, you guys like parks? Well, this movie's in a fucking park, so fuck you, give me your money. I remember being like, because I remember my sister, my mom, and I watched it, and then we had to watch the ending again because we were like, wait, what? And then because it started out so good. And then it's like, we're just kidding. It's rich people hiding away from the world. You're welcome.
Yeah, they bought a national park and just live there. Like, yeah, it's yeah. And then like I liked Lady in the Water. I liked that one. I thought that was cool.
Oh, fuck that movie. Fuck that movie.
Nothing's worse than The Happening, though.
Dude, Lady in the Water is worse, in my opinion.
My God.
Only M. Night Shyamalan would write himself as a writer who has the ability to change the entire fucking world, but some unnamed force wants to come and kill him, and it's up to some redhead who's really fucking dehydrated and Paul Giamatti to save him. And I'm just like, fuck you. And then the kid can read the future from cereal boxes. What? Are you fucking kidding me? You lazy M. Night Shyamalan motherfucker. That movie pissed me off because that one, Like you see it, you're like, oh, there's these things hunting people, but then of course it's a critic that gets eaten in a hallway by a fucking unforeseen monster. It's like, okay, we get it, M. Night. You're a little butthurt over the last few years. Fucking get over it. A writer that changes I could not. I was like, if a normal person did this shit, they would be like, dude, that is just so unclassy for you to write. And Shyamalan does. Everyone's just kind of like, well, he's been through some shit the last 3 years. We'll give him a break.
There was also like a big sci-fi show about him and like this girl who knew him as a kid and like all these things that happened in his life and going to his old house and
I remember what was the name of that show again?
I have no fucking idea, but it was like a whole like thing about him and this mystery surrounding his like, you know, where he came from and who he was as a kid. And it was fake as fuck. Like, you know, like later we get found out it was fake and like people were like totally pissed off at it. And I was like, what was the point of this? What the hell was this for?
Yeah, that one was fucking. I was just like, God damn it, M. Night. You had one goddamn job.
Now, seriously, I'm not trying to be funny. Don't tell me anything about Split. I got it on Blu-ray, and I haven't watched it, so I don't know the twist or anything. I've been able to...
I haven't watched it either, dude. I gotta watch that, too.
I've avoided every spoiler possible. I'm going to make myself watch this tomorrow, or at least before this episode goes live. But I'm excited to watch Split. I heard it was great. Like I said, I bought it on Black Friday. It's still in the wrapper. I saw the what was it, The Visit that M. Night Shyamalan did? What was that, 3 years ago?
I haven't watched that. I want to watch that.
What, The Happening or The Visit?
The Visit. I watched The Happening, unfortunately. I haven't watched The Visit, and I haven't watched Split yet.
Okay, good.
I'm going to that.
So then we're all in. Then I don't have to preface that because I know Dustin's seen it. And he would have said it to spoil it as a joke, but cool. When I watch it, I won't spoil it for you guys. But if it's amazing, I'll tell you to watch it.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. That was just one. I remember really being excited about it because of what's his name, McAvoy's in it. So that's why.
Dude.
Well, McAvoy's in Glass, or this new one, Glass. The poster is the three of them: Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, and James McAvoy. Yeah,
because it's supposed to be he was using Unbreakable to jumpstart a universe or whatever. So I'm fucking pumped.
I'm there.
Yeah. Oh no, I found the thing about the Sci-Fi Channel hoax. In 2004, Shyamalan was involved in a media hoax on the Sci-Fi Channel, which was eventually uncovered by the press. Sci-Fi Channel claimed its documentary special, "The Buried Secret of M. Night Shyamalan," shot on set of The Village. That was as a child. Shyamalan had been dead for nearly half an hour while drowned and frozen in a pond in an accident, and that upon being rescued, he had experiences of communicating with spirits and fueling an obsession with the supernatural. That was the premise. Yeah, in truth, Shyamalan developed the hoax with Sci-Fi, going so far as to having Sci-Fi staffers sign NDAs. With a $5 million fine attached to it, requiring Shyamalan's office to formally approve each step. Neither the childhood accident nor this supposed rift with the filmmakers ever occurred. The hoax included a non-existent sci-fi publicist, David Westover, whose name appeared in the press release. So it was just a whole like fucking thing. It was dumb. Oh man.
Well, I actually made a mistake, Nick. We are going to mention horror one last time.
That's fine.
There's a new picture of the adult cast of It.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sending it to you guys right now over Skype.
Because Bill Hader got confirmed, right?
Yeah, Bill Hader's in the photo.
Yeah, Bill Hader got confirmed. I remember that was the last thing I remember hearing.
So
who do we got?
Dude.
James McAvoy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jay Ryan, Javier Dolan, Bill Hader. He's playing Richie. Beep beep Richie, all right. James Ransone, I don't know who that is. Isaiah Mustafa, Andy Bean, and Jessica Chastain.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
my God.
And Bill Skarsgård's definitely coming back. So
well, yeah, they have fucking Pennywise in the background on the wall. That is so awesome.
God, I loved that movie so much. I know some people on my Good Morning Pop Culture show are like, it wasn't that good. I'm like, I thought it was.
They don't know what the fuck they're talking
about. Listen, people. Right? Like, I literally finished the old version and then drove to the theater 10 minutes down the road to watch the new version. It's better. Trust me.
Yeah, it comes out on September 6th of 2019. That's my most anticipated film after the next Avengers.
Dude, oh my God, that is so great.
Yeah, I'm glad they're showing this movie the respect it deserves.
Fuck yeah, man.
Well, and also they're taking it slow. They're taking it very
Yes.
slow.
Taking the time, man.
They're taking the time. The first one was a hit. They're trying to just be like, all right, it was a good hit. Let's kind of, make sure part 2 is a hit too. It's like, good. They're taking the time. I don't care. It's fine. Just make it good. That's
Well,
all I ask.
This isn't like Golan Globus or the dude that what's his name, Frank something Jr., Mancuso Jr. with the Friday the 13th movies where they're constantly pumping them out.
Oh my!
This will be
yeah.
a solid 2-year gap between them, so that's awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that, man. Yeah, because I mean, you got to make it good.
Oh,
You got. I mean, you got to be as good as the first one, if not better, and that's a challenge. And I hope hope it succeeds.
All joking aside, they do have some lofty expectations to live up to, because maybe the TV version's a little hokey by now, but John Ritter and the guy that was John Boy Walton, Tim Reed, all those actors did a really damn good job. So I'm excited to see this modern interpretation, because the kids in the new version blew the hell out of the other kids, like just blew them out of the water instantly.
It wasn't even a comparison.
No.
Yeah, I remember reading like a fact sheet about that production.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the kids who were in the old one like came on set, like they came on set and talked to the other kids and kind of bonded with them and things like that. So it was really cool.
So Seth Green was there?
I think so.
That's so bizarre when you watch that. Seth Green's just the tallest kid, but then he never grew after that again.
Yeah, exactly. The tentacled webs he never got to weave.
Well, I mean, like he's another child actor who came out like I hope unscathed. Like he's doing fine now.
Holy shit! I'm sorry, I was looking at this damn Glass poster. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's a poster that's worth buying, in my opinion. That's
that is a
cool.
poster worth buying. Yeah.
It's stuff like that that renews my faith in entertainment. When we got to deal with the Star Wars garbage and Disney buying up the world, the smaller pictures, or in the case of it, a big hit that's not family friendly, renews my faith in this shit. Like, it makes me excited to go. Like, I'm willing to go out and spend money on both of these movies opening night.
Plus, it shows like if M. Night Shyamalan of all fucking people can kind of like kind of get out of his own way and stop fucking around, then you almost have hope for like the rest of the world, because that shit is it's like this is what you should have been doing back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s and on. Like, not Avatar. This shit is exactly what you should have been.
Well, in my eyes, M. Night Shyamalan's redeemed himself after The Visit. I really liked that. I saw it in theaters, and the twist, I didn't see the twist coming. So,
I'm probably gonna watch that this weekend.
Because Dan and I went and saw it, and then the twist happens, and we looked at each other and we're like, "What?" And then the movie got so much better. But it was just nice to have like this M. Night Shyamalan twist.
What a twist!
What a twist!
Have you seen that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Nick, where they get cast for the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
I have not. I need that's another show I need to start and watch as well. I'm working my way through these shows. I'm on Miami Vice right now. Let me get done with that.
How are you doing on that one?
I'm doing good. I mean, I'm making some time. I was a little busy yesterday, but I'm all the way. Let's see. I just finished episode 9. So I'm 9 episodes in.
So
then.
you
But
saw
yeah, I mean,
Bruce
so
Willis
far,
Wow, yeah, you got some good stuff to do.
yeah. Bruce Willis, I saw that one was good. But no, man, I'm loving it because I mean, you have you basically have Crocodile Tubbs and then Elvis as well, the damn crocodile on his fucking boat, which is like when I first saw that I was like, that's fucking ridiculous, but I'll allow it. It's fine. Plus, you have one of the craziest cities during that time in the world. Miami in the '80s, cocaine and just hedonism all over the place, and then you have every episode has a ridiculously iconic '80s song as well. So I mean, I'm fucking loving all of it. It's just a lot of fun.
Back in the day, newspapers would post the songs that were in Miami Vice's episode, so people could go out and buy the records.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was the biggest show of the '80s in terms of like cultural impact. Maybe the Cosby Show lasted longer, or Cosby Show. Well, technically, Married with Children was on for like 13 seasons or something too. So
was it really?
Show It shows on.
Yeah, but Married with Children is definitely, I think it's definitely more 90s, but fucking like you said last week, man, the 80s. I mean, it affected what people fucking wore. I mean, it made musical careers.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I'm all about that Miami Vice. I was just trying to think of another show.
No, I'm not telling you, motherfucker. I'm talking to the people listening.
Oh, yeah,
like, that shit was.
We have an audience.
Like, you talk about, like, I know. Every once in a while, the only reason that I remember that it's not just us shooting the shit is the fact they have fucking headphones on my head. That's what I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, why am I? Oh, yeah, we're on a fucking show. But, like, I know, like, the big thing, especially in the early thousands, you know, was, like, this song, you know, it had the featuring section, especially on the WB, and they said, this song was by so-and-so, da-da-da. Like, that shit, if a person was on Miami Vice, that person hit the billboard. Like, that's how influential that fucking show was. I mean, Nash Bridges was later, and all they had to do was show Don Johnson's face, and that show was a fucking thing. Like, it was... Like, I'm not even exaggerating. The shit was crazy. I mean, people think that Law and Order was a big deal with, you know, special guests on that fucking show. They'd have, you know, older people kind of trying to research their careers. Like, you saw people starting their careers because of Miami Vice. The shit was crazy. It was insane.
Now, Nick, there's
Married with Children went on for 11 seasons.
11 seasons, okay.
Yeah.
Now, have you seen Pam Grier yet, Nick? On Miami Vice?
I have not seen Pam Grier yet. No.
She pops up multiple times. She's a regular character for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Edward James Olmos. He's now the lieutenant.
Oh yeah, Castillo.
and he's very just like blank, and just doesn't like. There's no emotion out of him. Like, it's hard to read it really.
His coolest moment, because I think you might have passed the episode already when what's the name gets kidnapped. And it's essentially the movie, the same storyline where like, there's a bomb on her head, or whatever. Thank you. Trudy gets kidnapped, and there's a bomb, and he just essentially just sends Tubbs to back him up in case they don't get the bomb off. And there's a part where he's on a bridge, and the guys are on a speedboat down below, and he calls. He goes, I don't know what to do. And then the fucking LT's just like, listen, I'm here, you're there, just do something. And he fucking hangs up on him. And it's like, it's almost more heart-pounding than the fucking movie, because it's the same storyline. But that shit was... that might be season 2. Is that season 2, Jeff?
I don't know off the top of my head, but the episode...
I have to look at it again, but that episode is... Dude, it's fucking awesome.
When you learn that he was like not a ninja, but he was trained in martial arts, there's one called like Bushido or something. I watched it again at Diane's house down in the basement, because your mom had those on DVD. That's a season 2 episode where like this mail-order bride... He has to protect her and the son, and like he fights these dudes off with a ninja sword and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, like I've watched procedural cop shows now, and you can tell there's a fucking difference, because like the ones now are extremely like PG, and they're kind of family rated. Like they're like it
was on NBC, right?
Oh yeah, on Friday nights.
Yeah,
so I mean, you can tell like there's a difference between then and now. Giant fucking difference.
Even then, like, I think it was season 1, so after... I can't remember what episode. NBC, almost, like, people wrote into NBC about... Because it was just so... Like, it was one of the darker episodes. I gotta remember one off the top of my head. But they wanted Michael Mann to change the show. He's like, no, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not changing how I do this show. Because it was Miami, but crazy shit's happening in the show. And, like, and they kept showing chicks in bikinis and all this. And they tried to get Michael Mann to change how he was doing the episodes. He refused, and then NBC was like, "Oh well." And luckily for them, it was killing in the ratings, so they left him alone. And then the show just kept killing. I think it got up to a point where they were. I mean, both Crockett. I'm almost calling their character names. Fucking Don Johnson and
Philip Michael Thomas.
Philip Michael Thomas were making like damn near $1 million, not $1 million an episode, but it was fucking a crazy amount. They were like the first TV actors to do so at that point, that much. Well, it was fucking, that shit was crazy.
Each episode had a budget that was the entire yearly budget of the actual Miami Vice department. So it was like $1 million an episode or some shit. Because wait till you get into seasons 2 and 3 where they get more like crazy chases and explosions and gunfights.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mini movie every week. I can't recommend that show enough. Like, listeners, if you guys have Hulu, the first 4 seasons are there in high def. It's one of the best shows ever made. Like if you want to watch those shows, and then contact me, let me know. We'll talk about it over on our Facebook page. We can have a lot of fun talking about Miami Vice, Twilight Zone, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
And it's it's a damn good show. I'm glad I'm watching it. Yeah, because like I can't watch modern procedural cop shows. They just piss me off. This one is actually a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, when I went through my first viewing, I was like, oh my god, almost every episode was better than the previous one, like for the first 2 seasons. And then wait till they go to New York. Fucking Penn Jillette's in the show.
Dude, yeah. I remember my mom, because I had seen some of them like reruns on TV, but then when that collection started coming out on DVD, like my mom bought the first 2 seasons and we sat and watched them over a weekend. Like we barreled through them. And then we were all having such a good time and we were so enthralled. Like, she's like, she forgot how much she loved the show. She ended up buying the rest of them, like at Best Buy. And it was fucking we were obsessed with that show for so long. Like it was just, and then of course, then she finally got The Wire on DVD, so we kind of got away from that.
The Wire, holy shit.
But like, dude, Miami, God, I fucking love that show so goddamn much.
Yeah, Nick, I want written reports each month. You know,
each month or each week.
Oh shit, each week. Do it. You know, I was trying not to.
Yeah, I'll make notes. We'll do the Vice report on the show. It's fine.
Oh my god, I love that name, the Vice report. Like have it ready next week.
We might have to do that. We might have to do that for like maybe not even Patreon. Just have like a random episode where we talk about 2 or 3 episodes at a time. Wait till you get an episode about the Rastafarian singer or whatever. That he freezes his body because that was like that weird trend in the 80s of people that
the zombie one.
Like, yes, no, the one where he's frozen, they lose his body.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay.
And at the ending is fucking hilarious because they're just like the whole episode essentially the whole Vice Squad's like, why are we what are you talking about? And the fucking ending, like they show where the body's at. It's fucking hilarious. Like he thought that he was going to come back. And, that might be my top 3 favorite episodes.
Well, like, right, I remember, 5 and 6 are like Calderon's return, and like those two, like that 2-parter was amazing. Dude,
Calderon has a son who comes back, who's played by John Leguizamo.
What?
Yes.
Well, like I mean, like they go to the Bahamas and the island to track him down. And, like his daughter's really hot.
She comes back
too. Oh shit, nice. Yeah, so I mean, like it was like because like in the first episode you see like them trying to get Calderon and they miss him. He gets on the fucking like that fucking water plane or whatever the hell it is and like goes off and then all of a sudden he comes back 5 and 6 and I was like because like I was wondering if it was going to be like an overarching thing where they keep getting like stuff about Calderon but like they just like squash it immediately like halfway through the season, which I'm fine with. It's okay. But it's still damn good, man. It's crazy as hell.
Yeah. Oh my god. Now you got me wanting to watch that fucking show. Wait till you see the one with the Clarence. What's his name? The guy that was in Tales from the Hood. You know the mortician that's actually
the old black
dude.
He's actually in one where it's like a zombie episode with voodoo and shit. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are a lot of Haitians in Miami, so yeah, that's gonna happen.
It gets, dude. Now, you know what you should do is after you watch this show, download Vice City for your PS4 and replay that.
I will. How much is it? Do you know?
I only paid $4 for it. It goes on sale all the time.
Fuck. Yeah, I'll look out for it then. I'll get it. No big deal. Yeah, man, that sounds like fun. But no, man. I understand your love of it now. Like it's a lot of fun. It really is. It's like it's basically a time capsule for that city for that time. Like that's what it is.
Now you know why I like that city so much. Like when we went down there.
But also you have the 2 female, like I think Vice officers who are always just like their partners and their backup. Mm-hmm. They're never talked down to.
True.
They're just part of the team. Then you have the 2 guys who are like idiots, who are like Dumb and Dumber.
Switek and Cito.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I love those guys too. But like once again, like they're like they're like the C team, Wait
till you watch season 2 because Switek has his own episode with Phil Collins.
Yep.
Yeah, Phil Collins. It's called Phil the Shill.
No, that was one episode. It was. I know which one it was. It was called The Road Return to the Hit List, Part 1, where they're in that club, and like those 2 guys are like bartenders and like servers. The 2 girls are just like hanging around, crocking in tubs and like dancing and stuff, and like at the table with like one of the bad guys that's like on the hit list or whatever, and it's just like this is what a vice officer is in Miami. Fuck.
Dude, wait, just pay attention to Trudy's butt, because there's an episode where she's a hooker, which is like 40 episodes, but there's one where she's like walking down the street singing, and she's got like the best butt on that show. I don't think she's like the most beautiful woman in the world, but from the waist down she is. So just pay attention to that.
Nice. Oh well, don't worry. Because that's the thing that happens is like, whenever they do like, hey, we're gonna go to this like hotel pool or the beach, like there's always like this montage of like just women in bikinis.
Wait till you see the one where Crockett and Tubbs are at like the hotel pool, and they get approached by this woman, and her husband's Ted Nugent, and he's like a crazy psychopath. Oh my god! Or Bogomil's.
I remember that one.
Yeah, dude, that's season 2. Fuck it, they fight in a quarry.
Dude.
I gotta stop, or else this whole show's gonna be, dude, remember this one and remember that one?
Yeah, seriously.
This has been this week's Vice Report. It's a fucking awesome show. If you haven't watched it, it's on Hulu. Go get your month's trial.
I'm probably gonna download season 5 first, because that's not on Hulu.
Yeah.
And then download the other
I'm
ones.
just gonna steal Miami Vice from my sisters and just fucking have it so I can watch whenever I want now. 'Cause I fucking
I mean, if I have to, I can get you guys matching Blu-ray box sets for Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, for a second I thought you were gonna say matching jackets. I'm like, what?
I want fucking matching jackets. I want to dress like Don Johnson, like tomorrow.
And I was shopping for a suit for the wedding this past weekend, and there wasn't one that it was a white suit with baby blue pinstripes, and the fucking jacket you could roll up the sleeves, and I was just like, I almost bought it simply because that Hillary even seriously called it the Miami Vice suit. I was like, I'm gonna have to buy it because you said that,
dude.
I almost bought it, but they didn't have it in my size. I was fucking millimeters away from buying it, but the only ones they had were too small.
I bought a pair of shoes because they look like Crockett shoes, and I wear them all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's such a cool.
The
shoe.
white slip-ons.
They're slip-ons, but they're like a weird bluish gray.
Oh, okay.
The white ones looked a little too gay in person, so I was like, ah.
Yeah, I understand that.
I got white shorts.
I can't not wear socks in this one.
Yeah, I do not wear socks in those shoes. God, now the people are like, you talk about horror? You only talked about Star Wars for 33 seconds, guys. You're talking about Miami Vice. These shoes. Who cares? We care. We're the epitome of pop culture.
Listen. If you love the show, you love us, so deal with it.
Yeah, we're excited. There's going to be a time when you're going to be like, man, if only other channels would talk about something besides Star Wars. And then you realize, man, world-class bullshitters have been doing it all along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The hero was in you the entire time, guys.
Hey, Nick.
The rebel was in the hat the whole time.
Nick, one more rollback to horror. Halloween 2 and 3 are getting steelbooks from Scream Factory with new 4K scans.
Oh my
God. I'm buying them.
I heard something else is coming from Shout Factory. What the hell was it? I have to look now. It was something awesome that I really, really badly wanted. But no, they're getting steelbooks, man. That's fucking awesome.
The weird thing is, I know the first movie probably costs more to license or get the rights to, but why doesn't Halloween 1 get a 4K scan? Maybe we haven't announced that yet, or they haven't announced that yet. Maybe that'll come out at Comic-Con.
Yeah, they've got to be, especially with the new one that's coming out. They're definitely going to be doing that really soon. I'd bet my asshole that they're going to fucking bet.
Oh, well, no. Okay, that's what it was. On Shout Factory, Dragnet is getting a Blu-ray release, and I was like, fuck yes. I fucking love Dragnet so goddamn much. I love that movie so fucking much, man. Oh, man. And I think it's like $25 to pre-order and stuff. I might fucking do that because I love that movie. I watch it all the time. It's hilarious as shit.
So we got the Ant-Man and the Wasp coming out in just a few days. And I've never said this on this show before, but I'm really not that interested in this movie. I know that.
I am so excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp. I can't fucking wait, dude. This whole weekend's going to be just the tits.
I'm looking forward to this weekend because I'm going to see Weezer on Friday, and then I got a birthday party on Saturday to go to, which will be fun because it's, drinking and shit. But Ant-Man, I'll eventually go see it.
Yeah, me too. I'll probably check it out during the weekend, but I'm not gonna rush. I'll definitely do it before the next podcast. Put it that way.
Same here. Next week will be a show where we talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. Shit, I am going to the fucking movie. I texted my babysitter for fucking Thursday night. I'm fucking going out to see this shit. I can't motherfucking wait.
Well,
Hey, Jeff.
Yo.
Shot Factors also has a Blu-ray, Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
Ooh. Stop. Stop trying to get me to spend money on shit you know I like.
I know.
It's not like you're a good friend or anything. You are. No, but one thing I wanted to bring up, Evangeline Lilly wants to make an all-female Avengers movie.
I saw that. It's just like... So are we just going to pretend that there wasn't a female in the first one? Are we going to pretend that there's not a bunch of females in the last one? So what is the end game?
Dion, there was more than just Scarlett Johansson. There was Maria Hill. She was also backing up S.H.I.E.L.D. She was in the fight too.
I know, but it's just like, well, now we need an all Avenger. We didn't have an all male one,
and I don't want that.
So like, what heroes are you gonna use? Are you just gonna have Scarlet Witch and some other heroes that you never read or gave a shit about, but you just because you want to have an all female movie that isn't gonna fucking do that well? Like, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna see that
one.
That'd be one I'd skip. Like, I would skip the Rian Johnson Star Wars movies. There's no reason to see those at all. It's not.
Oh, if they treated it the same. I honestly cannot see a scenario where they do that. But if they somehow got the word out and didn't play this fucking verbal shell game of, oh, well, it's all the girls are back in town or some dumb shit like that, then I might go see it. But like, you know
what? If it's called Marvel, the girls are back in town, I might like watch the trailer a couple times to see what happens.
Right?
Because like that's at least like kind of hilarious and intriguing. I'm like, I wonder what this is about. And it was like all the superhero girls like going on vacation, like on like a Cancun vacation, they fuck up, or like somebody takes over Cancun like a bad guy. I'd watch it if there was a funny movie like that. I'd be down for that.
Well, the thing a lot of people forget on the internet is that they tried this in the comics. It was called A-Force. It flopped. They released an A-Force box set. They had about 35 of them at every local Toys R Us throughout America. So
They were horribly written.
Let's just get it out of the way. All female versions of shit just doesn't work. Unless it's Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross, or you better shut your mouth before I fuck it. I don't want an all-male cast in anything. So,
right.
Evangeline Lilly,
because
calm down.
And I don't mean to step on your toes, but I just want people to jot that down, because I know there's going to be some other YouTuber out there who randomly makes a little video and puts it on private. He just fucking said he doesn't want just all male casts. Why? Because he's smart. And it would be lazy fucking writing to make a movie simply based on the fact of the fucking characters' genders. I mean, and movies like Inglourious and Ross work differently because it's like, hey, the part of them being all a bunch of dudes, that's part of the story, but it's not a part of the story where it's like, hey, you should watch it because it makes you a good person. That's part of the shit that they overcome in the movies. You can't have, oh, well, we need to have these characters all be women because that's part, like, no, there was never, Captain America never said something like, oh, well, you're a broad and you can't, like, that shit never happened previously. So you to make that an issue in the movie would be weird as fuck.
Yeah, it's never been there before.
And that's the thing is, like, there's been diversity in Marvel since the fucking beginning, and I don't know what more they want. Like, it's diverse.
Mrs. Fantastic, Sue Storm knocked out fucking Goliath early in the fucking comic books.
Yeah,
like, these things happen.
Yeah, and I don't get it. There's diversity in all of it. It's all there. It's just all there. It's
Jean
not all.
Grey was the most powerful character for fucking years.
Oh yeah, because she's a level 5 mutant. Yes.
Well, even in the movies, yeah, that's all shit. I'm talking about when she was the Phoenix in the fucking 80s,
okay.
and she had enough power to destroy the fucking planet.
Yeah,
like that. There isn't. Like, I'm not saying that there isn't, like, there are a lot more male heroes than female heroes, but that's because it was fucking young boys who bought the fucking comic books.
Still do.
And girls got
that was the demographic.
And they added more female characters. So these things, obviously Wonder Woman's she's one of the big three. Even before it became a big fucking deal, you had Superman turns evil. One of the only people that could actually combat him physically was Wonder Woman. So like, it's just I don't mean to take over the conversation, but it's just so eye roll inducing. It's just so cringy. Like, I understand you want to make the world a better place, but when you overstep your bound, we need an all female Avengers. Just like, motherfucker, why? Why? Please explain to me why. Because if you're gonna say that Marvel is one of the people that have overlooked, even if you're not gonna say push this, the boys do it better in Hollywood narrative, it's just not fucking true. It's simply not fucking true. You literally, one of the big reasons that Marvel took off was because they had fucking Black Widow in the second Iron Man movie.
Well, no, not even that. You had his his wife / girlfriend Gwyneth Paltrow, who grounded him, who gave him, who helped him through all of it. Mm-hmm. So like there was always a female there to be, even though she wasn't super, she was still there. She was still part of the story. Yes. It's there. It's all fucking there if you actually look for it. It just like
you don't even have to look for it. All you gotta do is just watch the fucking movie and have a good time. You don't even have to look for it. Like, I just hate that because, and again, we've had this conversation. I'm a pretty liberal motherfucker myself, and when you have me telling you, motherfuckers, this shit's been in. I've been, luckily I'm a big dude. People aren't too stupid, but I've been talking about comic books and sci-fi shit my entire fucking life. Okay, there was a time, boys and girls, where liking this shit, people tried to make fun of you. And I would talk about this shit all. Don't fucking sit here and tell me we need an all-female Avengers movie. Don't fucking tell me that. That's beyond you trying to make the world a better place. That's you just saying, oh, well, they get one, I should get one too. If you truly cared about this shit, you would be going to see Red Sparrow and Proud Mary, Proud Mary fucking suck dick, and Tomb Raider and all these films. But no, you just want, oh, well, that made $1 billion, so this will make $1 billion. Let's just prove that this is going to make $1 billion too.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Like, yeah, if they actually believe they'd go see these movies, but somehow they want to start with Marvel and their $1 billion company. Like, I don't understand why they're forcing it onto Marvel. Why that? Why not, make their own or,
And not only that, it's even so. That's a great point there, because they wouldn't say this shit about a Glass movie coming out and my Shyamalan movie coming out. They're only saying it because Avengers is trying to steal steam away from Star Wars. If it was some small, they're not gonna say we need a female John Wick movie. No, because the fucking Avengers is fucking popular. That's the only reason they're saying this bullshit. If they wouldn't dream about, oh, well, we need a female version of the Dark Universe. No, because it fucking fell in on itself.
Yes,
they would never say that. They're not saying, oh, well, if we had a full female monster movie universe, that would do better. No, because they know that a fucking Dark Universe started out of the bubbles of Avengers doesn't fucking work. They're only doing this because, oh, Avengers is popular, and I just want to get out there and spit in the face of the system and say we need to all. No, you don't. I dare anyone that says that shit. Please. I'm begging on my hands and knees. Name me 5 goddamn female characters off the top of your head that would do a good fucking Avengers movie that are on their own, that didn't start as a part of a fucking team. I dare you to name 5, because I can name 5. That's because I read the fucking comic books, you goddamn twats. I hate that argument. It drives me insane. And I fucking wish someone with some shitty ass little YouTube channel would do some dumbass video. Oh, well, we should have Sue Storm and we could have Kitty Pryde, and we could have
Squirrel Girl.
They wouldn't know about Squirrel Girl. They might look into like, oh, Squirrel Girl. Oh, but they would never be able to tell you that she apparently beat Dr. Doom and all this other bullshit. They wouldn't tell you all that. They would just do some quick little search. Oh, well, Squirrel Girl was kind of popular in the mid-thousands. And then I bet you they only name, like, they would probably say some shit like Elektra too, because since Daredevil's a thing. And then, oh, we need the Jessica Jones and they wouldn't know her name. We need the black woman from Luke Cage. Motherfucker, she's not a superhero.
Yeah, well, she's got a robotic arm now.
It's just like, God, I guarantee, I would bet my fucking salary for the remainder of the year that someone couldn't come up with 5 female heroes that made sense, that didn't start as part of a fucking team.
And you got to remember that Disney doesn't own like Sue Storm and all those other characters too. So
exactly,
their argument would fall apart. That just goes to show you when the fake fans come out. It's like these celebrities keep saying this shit because they're like trying to get something to happen or change or whatever, but it's like, stop. It doesn't ever work. All you're doing is like, there's this really bad will growing towards the MCU now. Why do they want to do this? Why now?
It's weird. It's so weird. Not only that, but it's like, well, Black Widow gets her own standalone, well-deserved solo movie. Like, first off, you did not say that after Iron Man 2. You're saying it now, again, because Infinity War is on its way to making $3 billion fucking dollars. That's why you're saying that now. And even so, you didn't call for that shit after Proud Mary or Red Sparrow, and you goddamn sure didn't go and see what was the I'm so pissed I can't fucking think right now. They didn't the movie based on the anime that Scarlett Johansson just came in and played. You sure as shit didn't go see Ghost in the Shell, and that was an established female fucking character. You didn't go see it because you thought that, anime is kind of weird. No, you didn't fucking think that then, and you goddamn sure didn't go see Tomb Raider. And you fucking sure didn't go and buy the Tomb Raider video game. I say it all the time. That should be probably the last, but close to the end list of sayings that we have on this show. If you believe something, you believe it all the goddamn time. And I fucking hope some dummy posts that shit on Facebook so I can tear it in their fucking asses.
I hope they do, and I hope somebody tags us in that shit so I can show it to you guys, because it's gonna fucking happen. Some weak motherfucker's gonna post that shit.
Yeah, it drives me insane. Like, and then I bet you all the people that did post that shit, depending on whose Facebook it is, I know goddamn should be my Facebook, because a lot of the motherfuckers who would post that shit made fun of me for liking goddamn comic books of Star Wars. So it's like, now you care. Now you care. Everyone kind of giggled, when it's like, when I was like, comic books got some of the finest women, blah, 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 blah. No, that was weird. But now, we need an all-females Avenger movie. Why, motherfucker? Why? Please tell me why. I would kill somebody to have a good fucking reason. That wasn't because, girls do it just as good. Yeah, bitch, we fucking know. We've been watching the Avenger goddamn movies. Where have you been?
I wouldn't even say they do it just as well, because, let's be honest, Scarlett Johansson with a pistol shouldn't be able to beat an alien invasion.
Right, like what? Like, what movie are you gonna make? Where she fight? She puts the Hulk in a fucking head like what? Like what? Come on.
It's gonna be an origin story for sure.
It's not gonna get made. This is just celebrities virtue signaling for does someone tell them they have to say stupid shit, or is this a way for them to test the waters? Because the fans are always like, no. Even women are like, this shit was good beforehand. Why? Like, there are a bunch of women here in our group that are like, I like these characters. I'm here for Iron Man. I'm not here for, Scarlet Witch or Captain Marvel or any of these other characters.
Or they're just like, hey, like, cool. I did enjoy Scarlet Witch. I did Scarlett Johansson. Don't make a whole movie that's not gonna fucking do well and not make any fucking sense.
She's only as interesting as the things around her. And if you're gonna make her own movie, it's just gonna be like a shitty knockoff of Salt. That's all it's gonna be.
It's gonna be salt mixed with Red Sparrow. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's like what? Like we could make it like Jason Bourne. We know what we need to know now. Like, even if you're gonna do a movie after Infinity War, you couldn't alone tell me anyone that she has any beef with in the comic books. So what type of movie are they gonna fucking write for just goddamn Scarlet Witch, or just Black Widow? Like what? Like, it's frustrating as shit.
Well, with Vision being dead, Scarlet Witch is interesting, like No More Mutants, the House of M shit, but they don't own the Marvel Fox stuff yet, so they can't do any of this crap. An all-female, like I said, there's no all-male version happening, there's no all-female version. Like you said earlier, MCU's been diverse since the beginning. Look at Infinity War.
Dude.
I mean,
Jeez.
Batista is not white, so let's get that out of the way. He's like Filipino and some other stuff. You had Gamora, who's played by a black woman. You had Karen Gillan. That's just the Guardians people. They're all from different parts of, walks of life. You had all the Black Panther cast. Everything. I don't get it. The MCU has something for everybody, and now they're trying to segment it for weird reasons and ideologies that just don't appeal to anyone. Honestly, if the all-female version of something made a bunch of money and was a huge hit, then I'd be like, well, okay, maybe it could work. But it never fucking works. Ever.
Yeah.
I even looked up the Ocean's 12 box office. Or not Ocean's 12, Ocean's 8 box office.
Ocean's 8. It gave fucking bombed.
Well,
and then what's the
it's
name?
like at $200 million
goes on and goes,
right
well,
now.
it's because it's white. It's white. It's what?
It just barely broke even because it had a production budget of $70 million. So if you do the 2.5 or whatever, it made like $5 million as of now. Like that's
that's a bomb because they marketed the shit out of that fucking movie.
Yeah, and like they kept and the funny thing is like in the commercial, like Anne Hathaway kept saying, "Oh, your necklace is worth $100 million, $150 million," because that's the same amount of money that those guys would have gotten from stealing from the three casinos in the first one. That's why they kept mentioning that number.
And it's not a stereotype that a woman's wearing expensive jewelry and other bitches are trying to go steal her fucking jewelry. That's not a stereotype at all. Like you didn't even have the common sense to be like, hey, they're stealing, a fucking, I don't know, they're stealing a fucking a list of, I don't know, of undercover agents for the CIA and they're gonna fucking sell it. Or
that would have been noted. That would have been cool. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Like a necklace, like
fucking blur the lines a little bit. But no, it's a diamond necklace off of another woman. Get it? They're all women, and diamonds are a girl's best friend. Print it and give me your money. It's like, are you fucking serious?
And I mean, they had good actors in there. They had Cate Blanchett. You had Sarah Paulson. Apparently Dakota Fanning was in there. Didn't know that. Like you had the star power.
And I really like Mindy Kaling, and I actually like Sandra Bullock. I fucking what's her name? The chick they're stealing the necklace off.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. I'm not the biggest fan of Anne Hathaway. And again, I still don't get the idea. Everyone wants to make Rihanna out to be this smart individual, but whatever. That's just me. But I like a lot of people in the movie. But the minute that they said, "Oh, Ocean's 8, it's Danny Ocean's sister," I was like, "Get the fuck out of here! You just this is brand recognition." The fucking movie. Come on, guys.
Well, yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing with like horror remakes, where they're like, well, we're going to keep the same name and part of the same premise, but everything's different. It's like, go fuck.
When has that ever fucking worked?
No.
Come on, spin-off movies. They don't. I just hate that. Well, yeah, they're gonna say, and you know what they were saying the whole time. Oh, well,
yeah.
Sell tickets. It's like, but you didn't have the guts to put it out there on its own. You didn't have the guts to give it a cool fucking name, make it its own fucking thing, and not make it a stereotypical. Oh well, women like jewelry, right? Like that. Like if you believe it, you believe it all the time. You would have given that movie fucking time. You would have given them a backstory that makes fucking sense, and you sure as shit wouldn't have given that literally just a gender swap of the first Ocean's 11. Like that's just, she gets out of jail too, and she's on parole, and she has the whole thing, well, I am sorry for what I've done. And it's just like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. I was like, this is just like the first one. Just like the first one.
And fucking Hillary's like, I want to see that. I'm like, no, you don't. And she's like, well, I'm going to take down. I'm like, no, you're not. You do the same thing that everybody else does. Well, I'm gonna go watch this fucking movie, and you're fucking not, because it doesn't look interesting to you. You're like, oh, I recognize the name and I recognize the premise because it's from a better fucking movie, and you're not gonna go fucking watch it because you're gonna wait for it to come out on DVD, and even then you're not gonna buy it for another year, 2 years after it fucking comes out. And it's just like you had an opportunity to make a cool thief movie with a bunch of chicks in it, and well, we have to put Oceans on it. It's just. It pisses me off, man. And then sure enough, the movie doesn't do well opening weekend. Oh, it's because of
white men.
White men. And it's like, come on. I guarantee you could have picked the blackest motherfucker from the south side of Chicago, and he would have watched it, and he'd have been like, this movie ain't that fucking good, dog. Don't go see it. Like, it doesn't fucking... If the movie's good, the movie's fucking good. Like, God damn it. Man.
Yeah.
Like, and you could have countless examples. They did it with so many franchises where they just swap out a bunch of characters and put a woman in it, and it's like, it comes off as awkward. It has nothing to do with them being all women. It comes off as awkward. It's not Sandra Bullock playing a character. She's doing her version of Danny Ocean. You saying it's his sister doesn't not make it look awkward. Like she even tries to do the whole thing where she has like quick little one-liners, and it's like you're not doing Brad Pitt and George Clooney. You should have just done Sandra Bullock and fucking Cate Blanchett. Stop, like, people pick up on it. People who watch these movies aren't dumb. You're already doing a fucking heist movie. Not everyone goes for those fucking movies. Fans of that genre go for those movies. You have to make it to where people want to see your film, and you simply changing out faces for other faces that have tits isn't you trying hard. God damn it. I just want to fucking grab Mindy Kaling and headbutt her. Like, it has nothing to do with the fact that you're a woman. Nothing to do with it. You were in a spin-off TV show that didn't fucking do well. And this movie was boring and looked boring as shit. It has nothing to do with you having a pair of tits. Be a part of better fucking movies, Mindy. Jesus Christ.
Well, remember, folks, modern entertainment, it's always someone else's fault if your movie sucks. You know, not the people who actually produced the piece of shit. That was more in depth than I planned on getting on it, and I loved it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
But God damn, man.
Believe me, I have a platform. If I want to make a single daily video about Mindy Kaling and how much I dislike her, I can go ahead and do it. But that's the chemistry of this show. It's just perfect right now.
I feel better now. I feel like I can get back to being like, you know what, Mindy? I'll bite you on the ear, girl. You know, instead of being like, I want to headbutt you because you say dumb shit.
I don't like her at all. She's
I
not
really
fucking
like
funny or cute.
See, I feel like she's funny, but she like, and that's the thing too. You brought up a good point where it's always someone else's fault. You play the same character and everything.
Yeah, she does.
And then you went and you did Inside or whatever, the fucking show about the girl's emotions or whatever. And then all of a sudden, oh well, I'll go back to doing the Mindy Project on Hulu, and then I'll be in Ocean's 8, and then if the movie doesn't do well, it's totally not the fact that it's a fucking unoriginal idea. Like, but if your show got canceled, you wouldn't hesitate to be like, hey, you know, some shows don't do well, da da da. No, but the movie not doing well, oh, it's because of sexist racism. It's like, come on.
Well, Mindy. I mean, this is the second movie she's been in this year that has done shit.
Yeah. Like,
so I'm just saying, like,
well,
reevaluate yourself, Mindy. Like, pick better fucking projects.
Well, she thinks she's bigger than she really is. So to me, that's her problem. It's like, yo, you are kind of like a Zooey Deschanel light, where people know you in certain circles, but in the mainstream, you're not. You know.
Well, and then you did well, but you did well because you were part of a whole system. The Office, even though I don't like it that much, was one character going off and doing their own thing would fail miserably because it was the cohesion and the combination of all these characters and their little fucking quirks that did well. And the way that it was filmed as a mockumentary, like that shit doesn't work if it's a sitcom.
Nope.
You know, like you were part of a system. It wasn't because you're nice. It wasn't because you're charming. It wasn't because you're particularly funny. You were in the right place at the right fucking time. This is no different. You're in a place that's the wrong fucking place. That's the idea of some asshole whose butthole's a little bit too tight for their own fucking good and didn't have the brains to write a better movie. That's the fucking problem. Like, get over yourself for 5 fucking minutes. I want to like you. You're making it difficult, Mindy. You're making it.
It sounds like you just fell out of love with her on air tonight.
It does, man. Like I read that the other day, and I swear to God, I almost was like, I think we need to do I was almost gonna message you, like, I need to do a one-off on this video, just you and me, and do one of those one-offs. I'm gonna wait till it comes up on the show because I'm too angry to make a good fucking video on this shit, and it's just It's just like, guys, the sun's not gonna come up a little bit faster because you called out fucking white racist critics, which I'm sure there might be one or two, but if your movie's not good, it doesn't matter if they're racist or they're the blackest motherfucker you can find or what. If your movie's not good, your movie's not good, sweetheart. That's it. Fuck.
I think an all-female Avengers movie would be like the Hindenburg of comic book films. Just
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, no, yeah, that would like if that happens, even if there's like, hey, we're gonna start filming this all-female Marvel movie, like that's the beginning of the end.
I think the beginning of the end is Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, I mean, it's starting to happen. It's starting to, they're starting to show the SJW stuff again. So
yeah, I mean, I still think that could work. I think that the problem is fucking Brie Larson can't keep her fucking mouth shut, and it's just like, I get that you want to be outspoken. There have been so many outspoken, but none of them have endangered a big project that they are on. Marvel has already said, we're going to bring in Captain Marvel. You aren't going to change anything by piling on, oh, yeah, well, we need it all, blah, 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 women, blah, blah. It's like, you've already won. Realize that you've won. You're the fucking lead in a Marvel movie, sweetheart. A fucking Marvel movie. You were the big reveal at the end of the biggest Marvel movie to date. You don't need to go on about, oh, well, we do need a point where it's all girls in the Marvel. What? You've won. You're the next lead-in. What more do you need? Like, it's like they've gotten, like, bitch, don't be the Orange Lantern right now. Don't get greedy.
The Orange Lantern.
Just fucking
Marfleas.
Yeah, you're going into the next Marvel movie. If it's good, people are gonna say, I want to see more Captain Marvel.
No one's gonna
but
say
she
that.
Can't. Well, I'm saying, again,
That's a big if.
That's
a Ron Jeremy if.
It looks bad because if she wasn't so fucking loud about it, you're not Malcolm X, Brie. I'm sorry, you're not Malcolm X. You're not gonna go out there and be like, shit, I'm untouchable. This movie's gonna be great, and then blah blah blah. Like, no, the fucking leak looked like shit. It's already a character that no one gives a shit about, and you talking shit is a bad fucking idea. You've won. You're in the movie. What more do you want? Fuck.
She wants the guys to have disappeared.
God damn it, Brie Larson. Like, just shut up. Just shut up.
Well, the thing is, we're talking about these all-female led films. Remember the Expendables that never got made?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here looking it up right now, and I go back.
Oh God, yeah, they did announce that for like a hot minute, and then like nothing,
like
never heard
Angelina
it.
Jolie was like the big name that they were talking about, but they couldn't come up with fucking 4 other goddamn names.
Well, listen to this. It was supposed to start filming in early 2014. Well, that never happened. So now I'm looking at it. It says Sigourney Weaver passed on the film. Mila Jovovich, Cameron Diaz, and Meryl Streep were suggested, but that never happened. And other names that were thrown around were Angelina Jolie, Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey, Michelle Rodriguez, Halle Berry, Carrie-Anne Moss, Gina Davis, Jennifer Gardner, Kate Beckinsale, Sharni Vincent, don't know who that is, Sandra Bullock, Michelle Yeoh, Rona Mitra, I know her, Chloe Grace Moretz, Uma Thurman, Lucy Lawless, Angela Bassett, Lucy Liu, Pam Grier, Sharon Stone, Bridget Nielsen, and again Michelle. That is a very desperate list of actresses.
That is, yeah, they're really just.
First off, Sharon Stone and Bridget Nielsen, come on.
Yeah, they're too old to fucking bend down and tie their shoes too fast. What the fuck are you gonna do putting them in a movie where they're fucking mercenaries?
I never considered Sharon Stone an action star. She shot a gun in Total Recall, and that's about it.
Yeah. She's a great villain, but it's just like an action star. Sigourney Weaver is fucking 60 plus. Like, what? Like, she had Alien and Aliens. Alien 3 wasn't that fucking good, and Resurrection was just fucking odd. but you're gonna make a action franchise based
because
around
she's
that?
the only one besides Carrie Fisher who was a risk, and Sarah
Carrie
Connor.
Fisher said she's not doing an action movie after The Matrix. So
No.
like,
Carrie Fisher ain't saying anything.
or not Carrie Fisher. I'm thinking of
Carrie Ann Moss.
Sorry. Yeah, Carrie Fisher ain't saying shit. What? Like, Princess Leia, you're gonna have her be a sword wielder? Like, what the fuck? Like, oh god damn it!
It just, I don't know why they keep trying to force this.
No. They're like, I'm looking at Bridget Nielsen's IMDb, and there was a female kind of one, but it was straight to DVD. It was called Mercenaries in 2014, also called Prison Raid. Bridget Nielsen, Christiana Loken, Vivica A. Fox.
Christiana Loken, talk about a name I haven't fucking heard in forever. Jesus Christ. UA Bowl fucked your career up, sister.
God, Zoe Bell, Nicole Bilderback. I don't know, man. It was just like, oh, sorry, it's an asylum film. No fucking wonder. Yeah, it's an asylum film, which means it was made for under $1 million. So, yeah.
I'm not sexist when I say this, but this shit doesn't become successful for a fucking reason. Because the audience they're trying to target doesn't want to watch this shit.
No, they don't.
Like, the guys aren't going to watch it, and then the women that they're trying to target aren't like, oh, finally, we get what we need. It's like, no, like, there's a reason they don't make these fucking movies very often.
Yeah, and apparently I think Christiana Loken has like gone back into hiding in her cave because I don't know what the fuck she's doing.
Well, it's where she should be.
Like, she was in fucking Terminator 3, and then that was it.
Yeah, she was a hot property for, 2003 to 2004.
Yeah, and now she's just like doing nothing or doing something. I don't know. She's
Adam Green or somebody.
just poof into obscurity. That's it.
Well, that
Poofed
fucking
into obscurity.
You doing fucking. Yeah, you sure she poofed in fucking blood? Was it Bloodborne?
Blood Rain.
Blood Rain.
God damn! Talk about a mistake that cost you your whole career. Shit ain't got nothing to do with you being a woman. You was in Blood Rain. Well, that is your fault.
Apparently, she was in an episode of Lethal Weapon. So
wow, that she peaked.
Yeah, but it was so.
Well, in an Expendables movie, like, she just cannot get away from the shitty ideas. Can she?
Well, here's a natural transition. You talked about Blood Rain, the movie based on the video game. What do you think of this announcement that Jim Carrey's playing Dr. Robotnik in the fucking Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
Isn't it that movie's like live action or something, right? Like,
I think
is that
so.
What they said? Yeah, fuck that, because I mean I watched the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. I like that, but like live action cartoon video game movie, no.
Well, it's weird because like the last video game that just came out did pretty well, but like they forgot that the one before, so many before that have done so shittily. So it's like, yeah, that'll help this franchise. A shitty movie that you fucking, because Jim Carrey did so great at Lemony Snicket's. That was a fucking great idea.
Well, Dion, let's tell the listeners about your experience with Sonic the Hedgehog 06.
So I had just gotten a fucking PlayStation 3. My girlfriend at the time buys it for me. So my response was to, hey, she bought me a PlayStation 3. Excuse me, I'm going to get her something so she can enjoy that as well. But go to the store, I get Army of Two, I get Haze, and then I get Sonic the Hedgehog, the 2006 Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. And sure enough, she goes to put it in, and she's trying to play it, and I realize that I bought a fucking broken goddamn game. She's infuriated, okay, and she goes, you bought me this fucking game? And she's screaming at the game, and she finally gets to a point where she just rage quits and never picks the game up ever again. We have a joke that when something happens that pisses us off, we yell, it's no use, because it comes from that fucking game where literally you're fighting a boss and just you could barely. She somehow managed to beat him based on a glitch of the many fucking glitches in that goddamn game, and like she was pissed at me for of all the games I could have bought. I bought Sonic 06. And I literally had to apologize to my girlfriend. Luckily, she stuck around for the long run. I had to apologize and say, hey, I didn't know that game was that bad. I am so sorry. I verbally to her face, I just say, this is me fucking up. I fucked up buying you this game. Fuck that game. So we're gonna make a movie based on that same character. They made another game a couple years ago that was still fucking broken.
Jeez.
Well, Sonic Mania was only decent because it was essentially the old games reworked with HD graphics.
Yep.
And I bought that one. That's the only Sonic game I've ever purchased. Because Sonic...
They did another one this past year but you can make your own character, and it was actually pretty decent. Not Generations, I'm thinking something else, but yeah, that new game, I guess, did pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just like, a movie, guys? Are you fucking insane?
Well, make sure you don't tell Devin about this.
Fuck no.
I have never seen a kid so obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
I had the Genesis collection for PlayStation 3, and he plays it when he comes over. And he's like, are there any new Sonic games coming out? I'm just like, nope. And I pray that he never finds fucking videos on YouTube.
No, what you need...
It's just like, oh.
Dion, what you need to do is put in Sonic 06 and just let him freak out.
He'll never want to play Sonic ever again.
Please,
he's like, fuck this, I'm done.
Please do that. That kid in Sonic the Hedgehog, I get up there and he starts singing me the Sonic the Hedgehog theme song, and then he starts singing me Sonic Underground's theme song, and then he cried at breakfast because didn't D2 get egg on his Sonic or some shit, or he put it on the floor and they freaked out or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
God.
Oh my god, children. Yeah.
No.
That kid needs to fucking cool it.
I got your Snapchats of them dancing in your living room the other day, and I was like, "Oh, where's D2's pants at?" He is
a question we find ourselves asking so many times.
He is your son, so
that's a good point.
But this Sonic the Hedgehog movie, God, this sounds... It's a hybrid CGI live-action film a la Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh.
Of course.
Here's what they need to do. They need to scrap that idea and go ahead and come out with the Blu-ray and 4K copy of Mario Brothers.
Sure.
Just go ahead and do that. just do that. Because that's essentially the same thing. You're going to waste money on something that nobody wants. Just do that. Because that'll be the equivalent, and it'll hopefully be cheaper. You know?
I like that, because that's how you waste money. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, come out with the 4K double disc version of fucking Mario Brothers with the making of and the BTS and all the other shit we don't want to see. Jesus. Just come out with that and sell that for like $100. I don't fucking care.
Get me a diary of Bob Hoskins' drunk musings. I will buy that. Like in a heartbeat.
I would kill someone if they had recordings of him and John Leguizamo chit-chatting during that movie. I would kill for that shit on tape. These fucking motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they're doing. Just take your fucking divorce and handle it like a man at home.
Bob Hoskins is constantly asking his agent, "Did the check cleared? Did the check cleared? Did the check cleared?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did my wife leave me out?
It's like, yeah, it's like, is it clear? Is it in the bank? Is it good? Because once like we've wrapped on this, I'm gone. I'm fucking leaving.
Video game movies, they just do the worst ones. Come on, Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
So
many to do.
Just do GTA Miami Vice. It's fun. Just do that.
Yeah. I'd watch that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, just do that. It's fine. Violence and, hooker blows you and then you kill her and you get your money back. We do that. That's fine.
So Dion, Nick,
yes, sir.
July 19th through the 22nd is Comic-Con International from San Diego, California.
Ooh.
This year, Charmed and the Magnum PI reboot are getting their World Series premieres there.
Oh.
Ugh.
Dude, I saw a trailer for Magnum PI and I was just like, well, that looks terrible.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch this at all.
Oh my god.
Is there a trailer for the new Charmed one yet?
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn, I gotta watch that terrible piece of trash.
CW has their fucking claws on that one hardcore. Like they're gonna ride that till the end, man.
It's gonna be like Vampire Diaries meets toilets.
If I could put that on a shirt,
it's gonna be like Vampire Diaries meets like Riverdale or something. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh.
I didn't think that
Guaranteed.
demographic watched TV.
I'm
just saying, they always tell us about, this demographic is only on the internet. Okay, then why do you make fucking tween TV shows that they don't consume?
And like they're making money. CW's making money. From what I hear, they're working on like 2 or 3 others.
Not from that show.
It's the Flash that makes them all their money.
Yeah.
And Supergirl and Supernatural.
Oh yeah, I forgot Supernatural's on season 89. So.
Yeah.
Hey, 92, okay, 92.
I know you guys love that show. I don't have anything against Supernatural. I just haven't watched it.
Oh, I love the show, but it's jumped the shark. I mean, it's literally they'll have like 2 or 3 good episodes, and then it'll just be like, God damn it, guys!
It's time to go.
Yeah, because it's time. It's really time for it to end. And I mean, they can do it. They need to. But like those 2 guys, I think are just getting too much money from the show, and they don't want that fucking faucet to like just turn off. So they're just like milking it for everything it's worth. I mean, like I would too, but at the end of it, like, do you want to die and be an old man as like remembered as fucking Dean Winchester or Sam Winchester? That's all.
Well,
for that money, I'd say yes.
Fuck yeah, but even that, like, it's the melancholy in me that doesn't want the show to end, and even though, like, especially now, you know, I definitely hold on to the fact that Jensen Ackles was almost Captain America, like a fucking badge of honor. I'm like, that guy was almost Captain America.
There's an alternate universe where he is Captain America instead of Chris Evans.
And the movie just does okay.
And the MCU doesn't make it off the ground.
No, and Jeff and Dion's friendship had already been established, but it never reached the lofty heights that, it did in the proper universe. Nick, you have a really shitty mustache, and Kendo's gay. That's the world where Jensen Ackles is Captain America.
Oh, gosh.
And
I still watch it.
And Jeb Bush is president.
Oh, fuck.
That's a pretty shitty universe. Please vote.
We don't care who for, just vote.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We'll vote for Doomcock.
I vote for the Babadook.
That is the worst fucking movie. People went on and on about the Babadook. Oh, it's so great, it's so great. I watched it, I turned it off. That kid, unlikable.
I remember like the one scene where she like they pan up from the floor and it like opens its claws. That was literally the one scene in that movie where I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But the rest is just like, oh my God, how the fuck are you gonna go 35 minutes without showing the fuck? Like, come on. Plus, they just like saying the name Babadook in that goddamn movie. Like, really, guys? You couldn't write anything else?
They were just really high. They were just really high. They're like, hey guys, Babadook,
the Bye Bye Man, the Bye Bye Man. Come on now, the Mr. Pee Pee Poo Poo or whatever they called him on all those memes. The Pee Pee Poo Poo Man.
Pee Pee Poo Poo.
God, the Bye Bye Man was terrible.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I never saw it.
Oh, I watched.
I saw it on TV once or twice, and it's just like, you guys really want it to be the Candyman movie, huh? You really wanted to? Oh, okay, cool.
Even the Candyman movies, like it's just like the same movie 3 times. That's all it is.
Yeah, but Virginia Madsen had a great rack.
Oh God, man.
Yeah, the first one is okay, but the rest of them was just like, we get it. He's a scary black motherfucker, but let's not push the money envelope here.
Because I've watched all 3 of them, and it's basically the same thing over and over again. And they keep showing more and more of his backstory. It's like it's the same backstory as we found out in the last movie. Like,
how many times can Michael Myers go into the asylum? Well, we get it. By the way,
can we all agree that James Marshall would make a good president?
I'd vote for him.
Okay, good.
Well, it's funny,
especially if he's going against Hillary Clinton's goofy ass. Ooh, explosions,
You know,
get off my plane.
When I was working on that Toys R Us video for the picture of Jeffrey walking off into the sunset, originally that image had Hillary Clinton in it, and I was just like, ew, no. I don't want to mix politics and Toys R Us. It's just not a good time.
Yeah, especially when it's a picture of everyone's weird aunt that no one really likes, but you fucking deal with her because her uncle was kind of cool, and you're just like, And I will say that meme is still fucking hilarious of her just being like, ooh,
Oh yeah.
Ocean. That shit was hilarious.
Oh man,
Oh, man.
we got.
That's how I'm gonna react to the all-female Avengers movie. Ooh ah ah ooh ah! Avengers. Ooh.
Oh, so we got our Cecil impersonator is sending us emails again.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, wonderful. Great.
I'm
That dumb lonely fuck.
Can you guys just say my name so I can touch myself while you do it?
Nope.
No, dude.
Ain't gonna happen.
Get out of here, you sick fuck.
Go get a real job in real life and a real girlfriend, okay?
Your mom is never gonna respect you. Get over it.
Yeah, quit living in your mom's basement and trying to, you know. Oh,
Well,
God,
I have some good news, Nick.
Oh, okay.
It's official. We're going to Horror Hound.
Oh shit! Really?
We got the email today at 1:20 in the afternoon. It was a very shitty email.
God!
It was a very dicky email, but I paid fucking 4 months ago or 3 months ago in April, and we were basically chastised. But we're gonna put you on the list, so we're gonna be at Horror Hound, folks. World class.
Wait, no! Read the email out. Can you read the email?
I'll read it off air to you.
Oh, it's that bad?
It's almost like I want to say, give me a fucking refund and just kiss my ass type of email.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, you paid $350 to sit at a table with no electricity. Thanks for your money. No, it's like you blah blah blah. It's like, well, when I fucking tried to work there in the past, I always got pushed out because of some fucking shitty rock band or some movie that nobody paid to see. So whatever. We'll be there, folks. We'll be there in August. Dion, you'll need to just take one day off of work.
I like it.
I'll start getting us lined up for a hotel and everything. But
awesome.
Yeah, but we're gonna be there, folks. Let me give you the exact date right now because this isn't even planned. It's like, hey, we're going to Horror Hound, Nick. Okay, folks. So you can meet world class bullshitters officially on August 24th through the 26th of 2018. We'll be at 10 Southwest Indianapolis, Indiana, at the JW Marriott. And wow, this is gonna be a huge fucking show. Robert Englund and Bruce Campbell are there.
Dude, dude, that's why I wanted to go so bad.
Dion, you need to go to this for sure. Guess who's going to be there?
Who?
Peter Weller.
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious right now?
RoboCop is there on Saturday and Sunday only.
Oh my god.
But we can also get Lou Diamond Phillips.
Oh, sweet.
And the kids from
But I gotta get my RoboCop shirt and get one of those white marker pens.
You also need to bring your alien stuff because Lance Henriksen's going to be there.
For real? Shut the fuck up,
dude.
It looks like it looks like 4 of the kids from the new It movie are going to be there too.
Billy Zabka's going to be there.
Holy dude, this is a stacked ass horror hound. God,
yeah,
damn.
It's fucking stacked, man.
DDP, Vernon Wells from fucking
Martin.
No way, dude.
Martin Cove, dude. Martin Cove.
Dion, I'm sending you the link. E.G. Daly's gonna be there. Oh man,
No. Hey. Eric Stileski and Paul Stoder.
I think Kendo's gonna jizz his pants now that he found out that we're gonna go.
Yeah, so like it's happening, even though they were fucktards about it.
Let's see. We can only receive 2 vendor badges. I see you have a request for 5 in your email. If you have any questions, blah blah blah. But again,
it's the same weekend as SummerSlam too.
Well, no, it's the weekend before. I'll see if I can buy. Let me ask him right now on air.
Let me see. God damn. Okay, well.
I'm about to say, with the money you paid them, it should cover at least like 2 more tickets.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, let's see.
I'm just gonna like walk up to Henriksen and be like, "Hey, can you do that knife trick for me, man? Just real quick."
Oh man.
2 of the motherfuckers from Broken Lizard. That's so awesome. And Kane Hodder. Holy shit. Oh, no. Nick said that before.
Well, the thing is that Kane Hodder, okay, first of all, don't get excited about Kane Hodder. He's at every one of these.
Yeah,
so don't
but
get
he's
excited.
really nice.
He's super nice. Super nice guy, but he's at every one of these. Like, he really is.
Yeah, I love how you can see how old his fucking neck is in this picture. It's just like a head and then the neck skin is just like taped onto his fucking the bottom of his head. Like, goddamn, dude.
Well, apparently that like he's burned from the neck down because he had a horrible accident.
Doing one of those goddamn dude on fire scenes.
Yep.
Listen, for all those prospective stuntmen out there, if they don't give you protective clothing and that special gel that they use for that stunt, don't fucking do it. How about that shit?
Yeah, like he's done fire stuff before. He's done fire stuff recently, but he has like a special team now that he has. He calls like the guy he trusts now to like to do it.
God, sure. I like how they act like Melinda Clarke is known for fucking Return of the Living Dead 3. Like, oh yeah, they're like that's what she's famous from, not from that weird ass TV show The OC
or Spawn or Vampire Diaries.
Well, yeah, Spawn. Yeah, I mean, fucking Michael J. White just shoots her in the fucking face off of a balcony. I love that scene. She's fine as fuck in that movie too. I go, Linda Clark's my girl.
Wouldn't you laugh if one of these kids from It's like, "Hey, I watch your YouTube channel"? I'd be like, "Oh God, thanks, kids from It."
I would wait. I'd wait for them to say what they like about it next, because just in case they go to say something mean, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, what did you think?" And if they say something mean, I'm gonna be like, "You do realize I have like 130 pounds on you? You need to fucking cool
it." Walk on, motherfucker. Walk on.
Walk away from my table right now. I don't give a shit. I don't care how fat you were in It and cute. Yo ass can get it. You can catch these hands, bruh. That kid's name is Wyatt.
This is gonna be crazy that we're actually going now. All of a sudden,
we
have like a month to get ready.
I love how like they send you like a disgruntled email. It's like, well, we're gonna do it anyway. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah,
you guys have been assholes for the longest goddamn time.
I mean,
don't make us cause a scene.
I'm gonna say, don't make me pull out the racism card, because literally everyone that works at show's fucking white, and Nick and I have always received shit, and I don't even bitch about that stuff.
every goddamn time. Like that's why that one year I had to buy 3 tables for you, me, and Dixie so we could all be together. You know, and that's the only way that would work.
Well, I put it like, I'm not trying to... Outside of the celebrities, we have a bigger reach than anybody that's going to be working at this show. So for whatever guy that they are friends with who, always buys a table but sells like $5 in merchandise, it's not like we can get people from the Midwest to come and show up to your show or anything, but whatever. I don't expect to be treated like a celebrity or anything extra. I just, I've been a vendor there in the past.
Here's the thing. I'll announce it on on Twitter and Facebook and everything. And if somebody out there wants to do like a meetup somewhere outside of the convention, so they don't have to pay for it, and I'm down with that. How about you guys?
Yeah, they should just come to the hotel at night.
No, we can totally do that, man.
Yeah, because like the thing is that like we're happy to be at this convention. We like I've got friends there, and it's cool to hang out and drink and stuff like that. But if you guys can afford to buy a ticket, which they're fucking expensive and overpriced, to come see us, we will do a meet and greet fucking somewhere if there's enough of you. Honestly.
No, listen. Go ahead and send us email. Say on the Facebook page. Get the word out there. If there's enough of you guys that definitely can't afford to do it, just afford to get there. Well, yeah, man, that'd be fun.
I mean, hell, if we have to meet at TGI Fridays nearby, who the fuck cares? We'll have a good time,
Or we do it in the fucking parking lot outside.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
You guys were dicks to us. You've been dicks to my fucking partners here for years. Kiss my ass. I'm gonna be here for 20 minutes signing shit. You don't get a fucking dime, bitch.
Yeah, because fuck them giving them money. I mean, if you want to see us, we will set something up. We will set something up definitely, and we'll make sure that you guys hang out with us, have a good time. Because fuck these people, man.
Seriously, because I ain't got no problem renting out a fucking Chuck E. Cheese just to be funny and fuck.
Drunk ball pit.
Fucking do it, motherfucker!
Let's see if I can get a room at the host hotel.
Dude, if you can.
Dude, the fucking number one priority is try to get drinks with Bruce Campbell and Freddie, dude. That shit would fuck Robert Englund. That'd be fucking crazy.
God, Robert Englund's a cool dude. So is Bruce Campbell. They're both very cool.
They've got motherfucking humongous. Oh, Jack told me that already. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there are rooms available for that weekend. Fuck. Well, hold on. We'll see.
How mad do you think Vernon Wells would get if we were just like, so why haven't you changed physically since Commando? I need to know how and why, sir. And number 2, did those leather pants chafe? Because the pants made the villain, and I need to know how your balls feel, no homo.
And did you steal your costume from Road Warrior to be in Weird Science? Like, who authorized that? Or did you just take it home?
Fucking the original Wendy's got to be damn near 60 now. She looks good as shit. Lisa Loring, I never knew that was her name. I just knew her as fucking. I was like, oh, that's the lady that played Wendy. Oh, okay, cool. Lisa Loring. Huh. Find me another older white lady at Horror Hound. Okay, I got that. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, things do get weird there sometimes.
Yeah, it's a weird fucking place. You'll see that swinger lady, and you know, her.
Oh,
husband.
the one that fucking messaged you or whatever.
No, the one that's dressed up as Princess Leia and her Walter White husband.
Yeah, they're all dude. I haven't seen them in a while. Yeah, dude, they're definitely swingers, and that guy looks a lot like fucking Walter White. It is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
So
wasn't DDP only in the Devil's Rejects for like a little bit?
I don't know. I don't think he wasn't there very long for sure.
But I thought he was only there for like a scene, because wasn't he the I can't remember. I thought he was the other dude in like the gas station or something. I gotta watch the movie again, but he's only in there for it's interesting that they put that down as one of his films, The Devil's Rejects. Like he was in there for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
I just got an email too from another YouTube channel called Midnight's Edge. They want to do a collaboration, and they got like.
Wait, I know those guys.
Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be doing a lot of off-air stuff. It's funny, this show is longer than I planned it to be, and now it ends on this like amazing high note. It's like, hey, we're going to Horror Hound now. I know. Here's
Seriously.
the thing, because this is a show expense. I'll be covering all these things. Like all you guys got to do, like Nick, you get here, and Late's driving us, and Dion, you just go. It would be quicker for you to drive to Indianapolis than to here.
Yeah, just meet you guys there because it's just about the same distance.
And I'll be covering.
Cincinnati.
Now, if they can't get us more vendor badges, I'll just get weekend passes for you guys, and you just sit at the fucking table. Like people do it all the time.
Sure.
If they give us shit, I'll just be like, "They're holding weekend passes. I tried to buy more vendor badges. They're not gonna give us shit."
No, dude. As big as we are, they're not gonna say fuck all. Trust me.
And you mean like
especially by
stature?
August? Yeah. It's fuck yeah. Especially by August, we'll be damn near at 250,000, 100,000, 375,000 viewers. They gotta respect the hustle a little bit. There.
Yeah, and if we badmouth them, they're gonna fucking know about it.
Well, I have no interest in starting beef with them yet. All I want to do is go to the hotel and have a good time. We want to pay for shit. It's not like we're trying to get free stuff or
no, not at all.
I want to buy a fucking room at one of these hotels and make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, we just want the ability to do that. We don't want any special treatment. Just give us a table we pay for, give us a room we pay for. That's it. That's all we want.
Yeah, nothing special. But folks, it looks like we're gonna have to stay at another hotel, which I'm trying to get a connected hotel. I don't know why I'm doing this on air. It looks like I think I found one that's connected. The Fairfield Inn Suites, downtown Indianapolis. God, it's kind of pricey, but it'll be covered with the channel costs.
Nice.
And now it's a connected hotel. That's one of the Horror Hound ones they recommend. It says Fairfield Inn and Suites Connected Hotel, and there's like 4 hotels that are connected to this thing.
Yeah. They'll just put on a list of like the main one, then like they'll yeah. Well, I was gonna list that shit.
Yeah, let's look because you guys, we'll just stay at the secondary one.
Yep.
Let's see if there's a Springfield one available. That's sold out, so we'll take in the other one. All right, looks like we're going to be staying at the Fairfield Inn Hotel and Suites. So let me get this worked out off air. Almost sold out. All right, well, I'll take care of it off air. So do you guys have anything else you want to add? Because I'm not going to respond to our Cecil troll. And Midnight's Edge, if you guys hear this episode, I will be contacting you. If I haven't, don't worry, I'm interested. But, it's 4th of July here in America. Mom's got a birthday, all that stuff. And by the way, even though she'll never hear this episode, the day you hear it, it's my mom's birthday. So happy birthday, Mom. We wouldn't have world-class bullshitters if you didn't have me.
Thanks, Mrs. Hicks.
we love you, Mama Hicks.
So, folks, let's get the pitch out of the way. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it everywhere. I'm sorry we're not live this week, but real life comes into play. But you still got episode 130 of World Class Bullshitters. So you know what that means? We haven't missed a goddamn episode ever. We started in 2015. It's 2018. Every week you got something. There's a reason why we're this dedicated, because we want to take it to the top, Daddy-O, just like Jimmy Hart used to say. So if you're excited about World Class Bullshitters, make sure you come find us at Horror Hound Indianapolis. If you don't want to buy a ticket, that's fine. Come find us at our hotel. We'll all get drinks, and if you're old enough, of course, because, talk about a terrible way to tear our channel down. Oh, you got drunk with some kids. Fuck! I didn't buy them booze. Whatever, though.
They found it. It's fucking Horror Hound. It should happen.
We will. If you don't look of age, we're gonna ID you to we're going to a bar. Come into the bar, you're good to go. So
exactly.
We're just gonna cover our
Don't
asses.
tell my wife anything.
Yeah. Oh, I'm filming the whole thing. We'll live stream from the show. Dion's sex tape.
We'll be like a Kardashian. Only my ass is real.
Dion's gonna have an upskirt like Britney Spears.
Oh my god!
Just my chocolate balls, just like slapping my leg. You're welcome, America.
This channel just became something else. But folks, if you're a super fan of this channel, check out our Patreon page. $1 a month goes a long way. $5, which is only 17 cents a day, goes even further. The only reason I bring that up is because if you join our Patreon page, soon you'll get access to our Discord server, as well as opportunities to appear here on the channel. You heard the American Trent 421 hangout. It was 4 hours long. It was a great time. We do that kind of stuff. And we use the Patreon to do the stuff like we're about to do with Horror Hound Indianapolis. So be excited for that. I'm excited. It's going to be a crazy weekend. It's earlier than I planned. Like, I didn't plan on seeing these guys all together until, next year. But it's happening in, a month and a couple days.
Well, no. You mean in October, right?
Oh, yeah, duh, my birthday. I forgot I have this thing called a birthday, and I'm turning 30.
I'm about to say, it is blocked off in my phone, on my computer, on my Facebook. It's blocked. I have reminders everywhere.
Yeah.
So I know to prepare for that.
Dion, you too, because I'm going to get us an Airbnb. We'll film stuff for the channel, and we'll just be drunk the whole time.
I've already made it a point, 2 months before, I'm starting to do heavy cardio for that, just in case. I don't know why, I'm just doing it.
You better, because there's going to be minimal walking, but lots of falling down, if you know what I mean.
That's why.
So, folks, thank you for watching. Nick, do you want to plug Frankenthug? Do you want to tell people about the next screening or the previous screening they just missed?
By Frankenthug. Actually, the thing I want to talk about now is Joe Bob Riggs. If anybody knows the drive-in movie master, he's doing a 24-hour drive-in movie marathon on Shudder, the 13th of July. I know a lot of people don't like horror. They're all into fucking Star Wars. Go fucking figure. But if you remember him and you love him and you want to see some cool shit and see a guy who really loves his job and talk about that stuff, get Shudder for a week. I think there's a 7-day free trial. Get it for that. Watch him. Give him your support, because I missed that show and I want it the fuck back. And if this thing actually gets some goddamn support, maybe he'll get his job back and it'll be a regular thing on Shudder. But you have to do this thing called fucking support it, people. You can't just be like, I want to get it. No, fucking do it. Block off that time. Leave your fucking PS4, Xbox, Roku computer on for that whole goddamn day in the background. Turn off. I don't fucking care. Just support it. That's all I'm saying.
Dion, you have anything you want to talk about or to have people support?
Soylent Green was fucking people. Get the awareness out there, guys.
It was delicious, goddammit.
Well, normally when you listen to us on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher Radio, and now Spotify, we end up with a really awesome song. But this week's episode has to have double duty for all those streaming services as well as YouTube. So please enjoy this copyright-free song that we play you out with.